What if you could feel awesome every single day without putting in any additional effort? And sure, everyone wants to feel like this, but we've got enough things to worry about. So let's answer the question, is this $2,000 bed effortlessly going to improve how we feel every single day? And to answer that, I'll be testing out the 8 Sleep for 30 days. But first, we gotta rewind a little bit and go back to when I actually got one. So the 8 Sleep is a temperature controlled mattress that actually uses water to cool and heat your body. So then you can actually fall asleep faster and stay asleep. We're gonna go for the Pod Cover Pro with perfect fit. Luckily, there is a 30-day return policy. Okay, we're good to go. Ding dong, I wonder who it could be. It's finally here. So I set it up. It took like around 30 minutes, give or take. I basically downloaded the app and it told me everything I needed to do. So I've now been using it for a little bit and I've really gotten to test it out and get it to where I'm really happy. It's now to a point where I notice I can fall asleep way faster because I basically set up this like cool environment for myself. So when I actually go onto the 8 Sleep, my body feels the cool temperature and then it just knows, okay, it's time to go to sleep, big guy. So I'm really curious to see what other people actually think of the 8 Sleep and whether they like it or not. So I thought, why not ask one of my fellow friends, a health and wellness YouTuber named Shervin, what he thinks about his 8 Sleep.
What up, how you doing?
I'm good, my man. Okay, so I got a couple questions. I know you got an 8 Sleep as well. So how many hours every single month do you actually spend maintaining your 8 Sleep?
0.
Yes.
There is definitely the setup cost to it, but after that, it's just set it and forget it, right? You set it up, boom, and then it just brings you value. And then you might go in the app a couple times here and there to adjust things, but overall, it just gives you value.
And while we're on this note, let's talk about what I've liked so far. The build quality of this thing is honestly like very impressive. I do it Murphy bed style, so I have more space in my room, so I put the bed up onto the wall. They don't really recommend doing this, but like I've noticed that like the clamps, the hose, the actual power cord, I have no problems at all. Even I had a little mistake. Some liquid got onto the actual device and yeah, nothing, it was completely fine. And luckily it's completely silent. In the beginning, I was honestly really worried about this. I was thinking that I was gonna hear like water sound effects or like a generator of some sort, but nope, it's like dead silent. Plus, if you're not single like me, you can actually set different profiles based on the side. So say for example, if your partner wants it hotter, they can do their own thing and you can have your own separate side. Plus there are a couple bells and whistles that are pretty useful. So say for example, if you want to set an alarm, don't recommend a normal alarm, let your body wake up naturally. But if you want to set like a complete fail safe, say for example, like 11 hours later, I can start making my mattress like significantly hotter, or you can set an alarm with a vibration that will wake you up. And I want to be transparent with you guys. 8 Sleep has sent me this mattress, but if it sucks, I'm gonna tell you it sucks. I'm always gonna be honest with you guys. That's the most important thing. And on that topic, let's talk about the things that I don't like about this. If you were to change a singular thing about the 8 Sleep, it could be the app, it could be the product itself, what would that be?
Wow. If there was one thing I could change about the 8 Sleep, it would be adding physical buttons on the outside front side of the 8 Sleep, so that way I can control the temperature. I would like it to operate without needing internet connection and without needing an app.
A similar worry that I was thinking is like, what happens if the Wi-Fi goes out? Like, do we even know? Does it just not work?
It doesn't work, and if the 8 Sleep servers go down, it won't work.
Okay, that's bummy.
If 8 Sleep goes out of business, your device is a brick.
Nice. 2K in the toilet. Next up, I'm really not a big fan of 8 Plus Pro. I understand why they did it from like a revenue standpoint, that they can have consistent revenue, so it improves their business model. But for the consumer, I'm personally not really consuming the content just because, again, when I go to sleep, I don't really want to be looking at any screens because I stare at them for such a long time throughout the day. Autopilot is really convenient, I will give it that, but I wish that was just available normally. And then the sleep statistics, I have a Whoop and I have an Oura Ring, so like, yeah. But the thing with like all of these sleep trackers, not even just the 8 Sleep, they are more so meant to create behavior change. They have their problems. Yes, they are improving as the algorithms improve, but they are not perfect, and we need to remember that. So if you're feeling great when you wake up and you look at the data and it's telling you you slept like crap, and then you go throughout the rest of the day feeling like crap, that's not the goal of this. That's not what we want. So just keep that in mind when you're looking at any of this data. And for the final answer, do I think this is going to effortlessly improve my quality of life? Yes, and it already has. It did for Shervin as well. And the main reason is there's a really big setup cost. Like, it's damn expensive it's kind of not the most fun thing to set up, and you gotta figure out the perfect temperature for you. But once you figure that out, like, literally you don't really have to do anything else. And that's when you actually get to reap all the benefits over a long period of time. There's no more input required on your end. I love stuff like that. So one, if you wanna get one for yourself and support the channel, please feel free to use Mike50 at checkout for a $50 discount. And again, that'll stack on anything else. So if there's a promo for $50, $100, $200, you get an extra $50 off. But if you're not really interested in getting an 8 sleep, here's 9 different tips that I learned from tracking my sleep for a full year that you can start applying to your sleep tonight.